1 week from today, on Sunday, November 10th, Terry Harper will skate in the Legends Classic in Toronto. It's part of induction weekend at the Hockey Hall of Fame. Harper will be by far the oldest player in that game. He's 84, but he's qualified. He played 19 seasons in the NHL, and he still plays hockey twice a week in Roseville. When Terry Harper stops and really thinks about it, he's been playing hockey for 80 years. Since the early 1940s.
We probably started when I was 4 and 5 years old in that area. I got a picture or two that show me in a uniform, a hockey uniform.
An early look at his future. Terry Harper was born in a different era, in a different country, Canada, but he always loved the game.
I don't know if I've ever realized I had the talent, but I certainly had the desire
to one day play in the NHL. His career began in 1957 with the Regina Pats, a junior team that happens to be the oldest in the world. It's been around since 1917, so it's fitting that when Terry Harper made his NHL debut in 1963, he did so for the Montreal Canadiens, the oldest team in that league.
I remember the first game where I failed miserably. I fell going backwards, and Gordie Howe shot past me, but I recovered from that pretty quickly and did all right from then on that rest of that season.
And for 18 seasons after that, Terry Harper was a defenseman. He played for Montreal, Los Angeles, Detroit, St. Louis, and Colorado in his NHL career. He played in 4 All-Star games. He won 5 Stanley Cups, all with Montreal.
Playing for teams that, basically were the world champions, there was nobody would challenge us in those years.
Terry Harper faced a challenge in the year 1981. What to do when he retired? He was in Colorado.
I was doing real estate there, and the franchise company came to me and wanted me to come and take over some of their franchisees, a franchisee out here in California, actually in Folsom.
That's how he ended up in the Sacramento area. But Terry Harper was into winemaking and flying as much as he was into real estate. He got back into hockey when a friend convinced him to play in a Snoopy tournament in Santa Rosa, a tournament for seniors.
And had the greatest time in hockey that I've ever had, I think. It was so much fun playing with all these older people. Without the pressure, I guess. I've been playing in the senior hockey leagues here ever since.
Every once in a while, Terry Harper says someone will bring up the fact that the NHL went with separate penalty boxes because of him and a fight he was involved in back in 1963. That was around the time he got his pilot's license, though it's been 10 years since he last flew. He still makes wine a little bit. He's won medals over the years at the State Fair. A very impressive guy.
A very impressive guy. I'd love to have wine with him, right?
We'll see if we can hook that up.